Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for another Eat and Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Monday, Mosh Pit. We are now only one away from the worst run of the Repentance Era redo, which, if it lines up, we're going to be doing on this weekend. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you all very much. It's been a long stretch between like streak goals, but I think this one is going to satisfy a lot of people. Here's your meme/screenshot of the day. This one's submitted here by, it's a bunch of Roman numerals, so I apologize. I can't read the name. It's IVIXIIVI. There you go. Title thread on the Invicta subreddit was new personal best on reaching depths. Now, the first time I glanced at this, I thought that they were talking about this is the first time they've ever gotten to the depths. But then I realized what the timer was. If you look real close, that is 2 minutes and 8 seconds in game time. Then they're already on depths 1. That is fast. That is lightning fast. So in the thread, they said doing the I Rule challenge and started with XL basements on the XL cave, started with an XL floor on basement and caves. Boss room was 2 rooms away in both floors, and they just yeeted it because obviously they went right for mom. They had either started with Mom's Knife or found it. So that is an impressive time. Definitely going to be good to win a few Mosh Pit League races, which I have more to talk about in just a second. Oh my, well, speaking of XL floor, Alpha Kilo Foxtrot Zulu 188 Hotel, we've got Capricorn to start off with and a Justice card. We are on the Curse of the XL, however, we just got a miracle half soul heart there given to us by the Justice card. And then we also have the Jar of Everything, which is an item that, you know, I think can be useful and worthwhile if you end up planning the charges right, or if you just happen to get lucky. You can fill it up really quickly. You can get some soul hearts, guaranteed golden bombs, guaranteed golden keys, etc., even pills. It is okay if you have nothing better. That's what I will say. But talking about the Mosh Pit Racing League really fast, because people have been asking me about it. The Mosh Pit Racing League, it will be happening. I'm hopefully going to be doing it soon. Right now, my goal is to be getting the RPG mod up to levels where we're going to start playing through everything on stream. Like I said last week, Small Rock here. Our movement speed is actually quite fine, even after Small Rock, because of the fact we're starting with Capricorn. So, in a very rare, not so rare twist of irony, we're going to have ourselves a movement speed down, which I actually will not be too worried about on an early run. So the Mosh Pit Racing League, I will be putting up signups. Again, this is going to be, since it's the first season of the league, there's going to be, I'm only going to be limiting it to 8 people, because I think it's a good number for people to kind of get used to the idea. And I definitely want to be running the league races at a regular time. The real big problem is just the scheduling. Trying to coordinate a whole bunch of people. Like if I had, like, I don't know, 50 people, let's say, in the Mosh Pit Racing League, it would have to be a smaller number than that. But let's just hypothetically say we had 48 people in the Mosh Pit Racing League and make up divisions, that sort of stuff. The problem would be essentially just trying to work with everyone's schedules to where they can always race, but also be on time for the stream, because obviously I want to be doing these live. So that's one complication. The second one is that I do not know if that many people have a Dead God save file and stuff, and that is the requirement. And also to be playing on Steam, unless if you have a Dead God save file on console, but is primarily going to be aimed at PC gamers. I know, look, it's not my fault that the game does not have any support for the consoles or mobile or anything like that. It's just how it works. We have to run it on PC. It's easiest to stream from. It's easiest to have you're able to download a Dead God save file, which we have instructions how to do that in the Invicta Discord. And yeah, so that's going to be the only prerequisites. But finding that many people with a Dead God save file, or who are interested in racing, that sort of stuff, is also going to be kind of a challenge. So season 1 for the league is just going to be limited to a few people, to 8 people. It makes divisions easy and that sort of stuff. And then we'll go on from there. And I will continue to let people know when we get to that point, because it's something I still do want to do. And I know that a lot of people really enjoy the races. Should have actually gone for maybe a golden key here. I'm going to open up this golden chest here and Get Dad's Lost Coin, which gives us at least a positive luck rating. That's fine. Money Equals Power is good for early game economy here. If we're going to be able to have, like, say, Contract from Below or Humbling Bundle, we're going to be rewarded with a very big damage upgrade, which we could definitely use currently at this present moment in time right now. So, and then talking about the RPG mod, from what I've seen from the patch notes at the time of this recording, there's been no confirmation whether or not the game, whether or not it does brick or does not brick your save files. People have been reporting that. They could be troll posts as well. But I am going to be testing that out over this past. Well, by the time this video goes out, I would have already tested it. So we get nothing out of our item rooms here, despite being on an XL floor. Yep. We will head on over to the next floor. So not a big deal for us to get blanked. At least we got a devil deal on this floor. Always feels bad whenever we don't get something on an XL floor, but this time around, at least we got the devil deal. Now, as long as we don't get another XL floor on the next floor, then we're going to be just fine. I've said floor, I think, 4 billion times. We have this Reverse Justice card, which is going to give us a couple of golden chests, which will probably open very soon. All right, so we did not get an XL floor, which I'm totally fine with. Got to be careful starting so close to the door. But obviously, Speedball is going to work very well. It gets us back to basically where our starting movement speed was, with a slight bit more of movement speed. And shot speed, of course, is also very nice. So shot speed is actually getting a little bit too high, as dumb as that sounds. You have the sack room here. We could do a sack room shuffle. Only one bomb, so we're not going to go get those coins here. Obviously, we're very motivated to get money to give us more damage. I know that the knee-jerk reaction is to worry about the grubs in this room, but you have to go for the Mr. Mines. If you don't do that, you're going to take damage. Then you can just sort of pelt down the grubs here like that. No big deal. So, talking about the Jar of Everything real quick. What do we focus on? What do we try to get? Obviously, it's a very expensive soul heart because it's like 8 full charges or 8 charges to get on that. Don't ever, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, but don't ever go for the max payout on Jar of Everything unless if you literally have nothing else to do. And I say that because every single time, not every single time, but almost every single time that we have done that, it has not been worth passing up a soul heart. That's just a simple soul heart for. I'm going to go in here and break the golden heart just because. Get that soul heart back, I believe, on the next charge. So what does the max charge of the Jar of Everything do? It does almost nothing. Sometimes, very, 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 very rarely will you actually get a good item from it. You can get glitched items, you can get random effects and that sort of stuff, which can be kind of wacky, kind of kooky, crazy. But at the end of the day, I've had so many max level effects from the Jar of Everything do nothing that it's honestly just not even worth it. We got another fantastic all stats up with two of the truest and best all stats up in the game. SMB Superfan and then Capricorn and then SMB Superfan. Also get Your Soul, which is going to give us a free devil deal that we can get. We're just going to bomba. Got the bomba out. Coins, unfortunately. 73% here for the chance of getting a deal with the devil. And this is one of those times where if you see a 73% on floor 3, case 1 for a deal with the devil, that means that we had to have had an XL floor. This is one of the only excuse me, this is one of the only times that we could get a 73% on floor 3. Normally, if we get a floor 2 deal with the devil, which is always guaranteed unless you take red heart damage, you'll always start this floor with a 33% chance. But because we had an XL floor, this is considering us that is considering us having missed 1 floor's worth of a 33% chance of a deal with the devil. So we get to floor 3, and now the game's like, oh wait, they didn't get a deal with the devil last time. Here you go. Or at least have a better chance anyway. Agmega's down. We get ourselves a glass eye. It's going to be damage and luck. And I mean, Sack Altar does sacrifice the ball of bandages, which I'm actually okay with. And we get black powder. Honestly, with this movement speed, I'm totally fine with that. We do not want Headless Baby. Now, some people are going to say, how come you didn't take Headless Baby before using the sack altar? Because it's not worth the 3 soul hearts. Now, to argue a counterpoint to that real fast, you could argue, well, it would cost you 3 soul hearts anyway to get the Devil Deal item. You're guaranteed to get another Devil Deal item from the sack altar. So you could pick up Headless Baby for 3 soul hearts and then sacrifice Ball of Bandages and Headless Baby and still come away with 2 Devil Deals, but you're still paying 3 soul hearts. That is true. It seems like an equivalent exchange, but you got to remember, for one thing is that I do not like to spend. You're essentially spending HP on a blind item, right? Because you don't know what you're going to get from the sack altar. So I'd rather trade 1 for 1 and just say, okay, let's roll the dice and see what we can get with a sack altar. And we're only really gambling, one trade-in value of HP versus 2. So we're only gambling with one HP worth of Devil Deal there instead of multiple ones. That's the whole point. I may actually go for the golden key here just because we've been kind of having a rough go of it. Oh, that sucks. Maybe the secret room's here. Well, we're going to lose this heart here, but that's fine. I could have popped the reverse justice card in there just to make sure that we could maybe get a red heart, but bone hearts. I missed a Tender Rock over there. Bone heart's not that big of a deal. Latch key, it is going to give us a soul heart, that soul heart back, and along with an extra key, which is nice. And yeah, this is much more nicer here. Yep. Okay. Got ourselves a library. And I will take the Bible, and then that way we can save the keys for everything else. Okay, so the $1 million question, do we stick with the Jar of Everything? The answer is no. We don't. Book of Virtues, and we'll take Book of Revelations. We'll come back here and use the Book of Revelations, but I'm going to be sticking with the Book of Secrets to give us mapping and stuff. Although, to be fair, what I should do... Well, let's get out of this room first. What I should do is I should go get at least another full charge on... Almost a full charge on the Everything Jar. So we can use those... So we can get the golden key out of the way, and we don't have to lose keys. Giant fat Isaac right there. He saw me use... black powder there in that other room before the item room. And that kind of stuff is what I love about black powder. Money here is great. Black powder will allow us to... why did I do that? I went around the secret room. Then I didn't go into this... Oh, my brain is fried here. The golden bomb. So we actually skipped the golden key, which kind of sucks, but oh well. Oh well, at least I'll get to show you all what the full effect of the Everything Jar is. So this is the glitched item, or it could be anything. So yep, there we go. So we lost range and gained the tears up. Now, I don't know what the Book of Virtues decides to do with the full charge on the Everything Jar. We have, like, little tears that are just kind of floating there. Something. This is a weird effect. I mean, they're like anti-grav tears. There we go. Just gonna ignore the shop here. Or the vault, I should say. See the ultra secret room now. Not sure what's showing us that because we've only used the Book of Secrets, so yeah, don't know. It's definitely acting like anti-grav here. A very strange effect. The regular old HP upgrade. And we're going to go all the way back and go get the Book of Secrets. Maybe that's an effect of the Book of Virtues with the Book of Secrets to interact that way. It's very odd. One bomb for a nickel would be quite nice. We could, I mean, we could have used we could have used the Book of Revelations for Soul Heart, but obviously we don't need it because, well, we're full HP. I'm not. We only have 2 keys. I still want to use this reverse justice card somewhere. I'm gonna hold off for that for now. We will use it eventually, though. I promise. Unless we get Curse the Blinded into a little baggy again. All right, so the Book of Secrets is going to give us partial mapping. They're going to give us the compass effect, the blue map effect, or the treasure map effect, and that is all gravy, baby. You know I love to have some mapping. We've seen the near catastrophe, not catastrophe. I don't know what that is. The near catastrophe that we had in the cathedral a few days ago. That run is the poster child of why not having mapping is such a dangerous proposition, especially late game. So at the very least, the silver lining on that episode was that we got to show how dangerous it is. So we do have a sack room here, which I wouldn't mind doing a sack room shuffle. I'd be a little mindful of the time because obviously we didn't lose anything, but we didn't gain anything in that first floor, the first XL floor. We got nothing out of our item rooms. So it would be nice to be compensated and get some kind of extra item that we normally, to just try to make back some of that value that we lost. Thanks to not necessarily the XL's floor's fault, but just, yeah, it's just a bad item room. A couple bad item rooms. They'll let the Brimstone Wall spiders do their work for you. We get Polydactyl, which is... Yep. Need keys, man. Soul Heart, okay. We actually want a little bit of red hearts, because if we could play the Sacrum Shuffle, we might be looking at a strong vault in our power curve here. I mean, we're already looking great because of Unequals Power and Capricorn and SMB Superfan. On the shop here, nothing real doing. We can bomb another keeper here. And we're gonna get a nickel, just again, all in the name of getting more damage here. Oh yeah, there you go. Gotta love that black powder, man. Tried to juke me there. That black powder is so good because it hits ground, it hits air, it hits bosses, it overlaps, and it is phenomenal. Once again, we get Black War. I feel like we've been seeing Black Super War for a while now. I haven't used the Book of Secrets because we're at the end of the floor anyway, so close. There we go. Cinnamon. I do wish that the damage was proportional to the size of the circle, but it just doesn't work like that. We got another true all stats up. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, so that is insane how many true stat ups we have gotten. I say true stat ups because it's literally a true stat up. It's an all stat up, as opposed to Magic Mush, which feels like, I mean, that is an all stats up, but it's not a true all stats up, you know. Got to make this the fastest shuffle in history because we're up against this one and trying to get Boss Rush. But I'm not going to sacrifice the Sacrum Shuffle for Boss Rush, though. Gonna make sure we take our time here. But it would be nice to be a little expedient about this. I don't care about that half heart. We do have the soul heart, but this should be enough for us. Stone chest is going to give us a death card. We get Revelation, brother, and Seraphim. Wow. We are fortunate. We don't have to do, we do not have to do Uriel here. And look at this. Thanks to the damage of money equals power, we're cruising. Now we have flying. We have Revelation. We have I think this is all of the true all stats up in the game. Halo, Capricorn, and SMB Superfan. Yeah, this is it. This is it, and this is how we say lit fam. I don't know why there was a snare shot there, but so Revelation is going to take this run to the next level here, giving us flying, giving us the Holy Brimstone, and away we go. There's another sack room here, but unfortunately we gotta wait. This freaked me out because one of the shots was over the skull's left, or I mean, this skull's left, but our right, this eye right there. And I looked lit up, and I was like, what is that? I have never seen that in my life in this game. It's funny how little details like that kind of show up, and you don't ever realize how much you pay attention to this game unless you play it as much as I do. We've gone the absolute wrong way to go. And now we see where the boss room is, so that's, again, really strange that it's showing us the full map. I think it might be the wisps getting destroyed, maybe? We need to find the Fool card, though. Otherwise, we will not be able to get out of there. We don't get the Fool card, so we either skip the item room here and then fully do the boss rush, which I'm not too keen on. There, okay, there we go. Could we do boss rush? Yes. Do I want to? No. We got less than a minute to beat Mom here. With this damage, we should be okay. Welcome back, Ball of Bandages, by the way. Revelation, you're supposed to fire off there. Yeah, we don't get a double deal here. We get... oh, man. Oh, God. We gotta go C-section. Gotta go C-section. I mean, the Holy Mantle is obviously, you know, amazing, but C-section and Revelation, they don't have a direct synergy, but you can at least continue firing while you're charging Revelation, and that's the whole point of that. And, man. And we get glitter bombs, which are fine. We could definitely do another round of Sacrum Shuffle here, especially considering we did not get a double deal. Or an angel deal. So this is all systems go here. Soul Heart, I'm going to leave that. Yeah, we're going to be cruising here. Soul Hearts aplenty. And you could make an argument to skip straight to Lamb, but we'd really only be missing one boss room's worth of drops plus maybe an angel deal. Man, oh man. And yeah, Money Equals Power has been doing gangbusters for us. I am going to nuke our damage a little bit by hopefully putting a bunch of money back in our donation machine. We've been... Okay, never mind. Never mind. Super Secret Room should be here. Yeah, look at that. We get our hearts back as well. Wow. Wow, strong start here on a Monday. September. Doing it up big style. Hard to believe this year is 3/4 of the way over. We've had some ups, we've had some downs this year, but definitely way more ups than downs. I think 2024 will go down as a very good year for the channel. We got Pokemon breaks and Lorcana and One Piece and all that kind of stuff still going strong on the Twitch channel. Welcomed a lot of new fans to the Mosh Pit. We've had a few people in the Mosh Pit have big anniversaries and you know, births of their new children. It's a good time, man. I guess Sin's gonna give us a soul heart that we don't actually need at this point. And when it's either feast or famine, and right now we're feasting. The full charge here. We got full mapping. We know exactly where we're gonna go. Fantastic way. Let this be the video to get us to 330 on the like streak. We've already gotten small rocks, so there's no real reason to keep blowing up tinted rocks. Unless, of course, we get a golden chest and a black market. Never mind. Shut up, Sinvicta. Wow. Okay, so yeah, we take everything here. Take Nun's Habit, take the blanket, we take Humbling Bundada. The Tears upgrade. Finally use the Reverse Justice card. So the blanket's going to give us the Holy Mantle effect and also give us a Soul Heart when we picked it up, which we've already gotten. The dice room here, and it's a global D Twanky. We're just going to go ahead and rip it now. We don't have the Polaroid, so I'm not worried about staying on Polaroid invincibility since, you know, we don't have it. Super secret room should be super secret there, and it is. Really want a Rotten Heart. We're sitting at 90 cents now. Yeah. C-section doing work for us. We get an angel deal. Sure, why not? Give us a soul. You know what? Let's go do a first run, a first lap Old Hushy. Why not? Old Hushy. Also, buddy, check him out now. We're gonna go for Infestation 2. Ooh. I mean, Unicorn Stump is nice, but we really don't need it. Look at that, we get the compass anyway. I'll take it. Go ahead and take a key as well. We are dropping our damage a little bit before fighting Hush, which is not normally the best idea, but... Hey. Hey, yes. I did not mean to run into that mega jumbo chest, but that's okay. So right now, you're going back to C-section real quick in Revelation. Even though there's not a direct synergy, there still kind of is a synergy if you think about it. Because again, remember, we get to charge Revelation while still firing, right? In C-section, it doesn't matter where we're aiming. We're always going to be hitting our targets. Soul doing some nice little reflective work for us, if you're wondering why the projectiles are doing that. I don't think we're fast enough to quite... Oh, we got there. I don't think we're fast enough to quite get there on Old Hushy, but just barely. But we're not going to be able to do that every single time, I guarantee you. But in fact, we don't have to totally encompass Old Hushy. We can just, if we can clip him with like just a part of the circle, that's enough. The one tier tried to hit us twice. Remember, we have the Holy Mantle from the blanket, so we really don't have to worry about too much here. There goes Holy Mantle. Of course, as soon as I talk about it, we get hit. Even have the damage here with C-section. Down goes Old Hushy. First lap, Old Hushy. Look at that. Not really that much of an accomplishment on a very strong run, but hey, you know what? I'm different. Something that we don't see too often. Now, we do have another sack room here, but at this point, we've already gone down the shoal. So we wouldn't really be saving anything, and we're not really looking for anything. Oh, my goodness. Well, I say that, and then we find the curved horn, which is going to finally give us a little bit of extra damage. I say finally because we haven't really gotten any damage upgrades other than our all stats ups, which is good, don't get me wrong, and our glass eye. But just to get some raw damage is nice. We should be able to smoke Stanley here. You don't want none of this smoke. Yeah. Now we just draw circles here with black powder. And that is how you do it. Absolutely destroyed Stanley. See what the Dark Room has for us. Sanguine Bond, not Juice's Shadow, and we get Death's Touch as well. Oh man, Death's Touch plus C-section is going to be just so much damage. Look at all this. Look at all those spiders coming in from oh wow. From Infestation 2. Did this give us a massive shortcut? I think it did. This might be the fastest dark chest ever without an Emperor card. Oh my god, it did. Wow. Oh man, everything coming up Millhouse today. That is the fastest we've ever seen Lamb without having an Emperor card, I think. What a run. There's the Brimstone attack. Of course we're going to do a victory lap. Come on now. Wow, what a first run. Second seed, 7 Delta 4 Yankee, Hotel 97 Foxtrot. Eternal D-Sizzle, no thank you. We get the regular Justice card now. Happy September indeed. Happy September, everybody. For those of you who are not part of my Twitch mosh pit, twitch.tv/Invicta. It's a great time to subscribe, if you may permit me to shill a little bit. Over on Twitch. Holy cow. I know, tell them about it, Matthias. You get 50% off of your first time ever sub in my channel, which is really cool that Twitch does that. I still would like to find more benefits for YouTube members here as well. Doing something like, you know, commentating someone's race or just a hangout on Google Hangouts or something like that, I think would be fun for people. At least I hope it will be fun anyway. You know, try to give a little bit more appeal to that. Same thing goes for Patreon, having a monthly patron meetup, that sort of stuff. Virtual meetup, obviously, but you know what I mean. I think that'd be cool to have an hour or two just to sit back and chat with the mosh pit. Let me know if that's something that y'all would be interested in. I mean, we have money. Like, we could buy bombs there, but I'm just not going to. We're going to absolutely destroy this run here, especially now that we have Humbling Bundle. You see all these extra keys that we're getting. No more key problems. Gemini was there and then was not. We got a Joker card. I'll take the Joker card, and Queen of Hearts is pretty good. Well, usually pretty good. Go ahead and pass up on the Satanic Bibble. Do I have to skip that golden chest in the challenge room? No, of course I don't have to. But the point is that I don't feel like doing it, and it's also, in my opinion, not really going to be worth our time to do so. Just for a singular golden chest, I think that we could do a lot better. It's basically just not worth the trouble or taking possibly multiple hits of damage in a challenge room. Not that we're in danger, of course, or anything like that, but it's just a matter of one of those things where it's like, if it was 3 golden chests, sure, but 1 golden chest, nah. In my opinion, it's just not worth it. But if you're really struggling with trying to prioritize stuff, or if you're trying to min-max, then yes, obviously you want to do the challenge room for a singular golden chest, because you never know what's going to be in there. Just be aware that it's not really wise to do that in a low-life situation, especially on a victory lap. Assuming you had a worse build than this, which obviously we're golden here. Half price Humbling Bundle, obviously we don't need because we already have Humbling Bundle. I'll take Mom's purse, gives us a second trinket. His tongue, sure. We already have Nun's Habit, so I think 4.5 volts or something like that would be very nice. Dreamcatcher we'll go ahead and take. We are killing our damage right now, but no! I was going to use the mystery. I was going to use the mystery gift inside of the mystery, or inside the secret room, but oh well. End up coming away with Keeper Sack, so we're still just going to get more stats on stats on stats. The money is just so important to this run right now. Now goes Bighorn again. Just having no chance at all. We get the Relic, which is going to give us a nice little tears up. I mean, this is just a mauling and a half right now. That's what Lauder looks like when he's PvPing. Running over everybody. Okay. Our Wisp unlocked the door for us. That was very kind of it. Back up to full HP. The maxed out tiers right here. Credit card. Lisa needs braces. Plopia. I mean, we could take the Plopia. We have the compass, so that's a form of mapping, and that's fine with me. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and just make this run go bananas and get a Guppy transformation. You can also use it for boss rush, obviously, if we wanted to. So there's a fine line between spending money with Keeper Sack and needing it versus keeping our money right where it is with money equals power. I realize that I need to go back and look at the boss trap room. We have extra money here. Yeah, take the fire rate here from Consolation Prize, and that is going to break the cap. Thanks to Capricorn. Broken remote. I mean, if we could teleport around, but I think that honestly it would just be faster for us to just again, just destroy everything. The hearts, nothing to do with them. No. I do not want to turn into Azazel. Thank you. Why on earth is Bombino over there? Another angel deal. We get the mine. Well, now we definitely don't need any mapping. We don't even need the credit card, really. Another very strategic and very awesome placement for the secret room here. Squeezy, which again we're already capped, so we don't really have any other. We don't need a tiers upgrade, that's for sure. Try that again, Isaac. And we can buy. This is the thing. So our damage is already good, but we're lowering it because we're spending money. We don't need a tiers upgrade. We don't need movement speed. We don't need shot speed. So the reason behind not using our money, which is just giving us raw damage, which is literally the only stat that we need now, is a reason enough for me to not spend any more money in the shop. Get it? So that was the point I was trying to make. I got to illustrate the point right there. Oh, Dumpy. I don't know how I shot diagonally, but it was cool. This is weird. It's weird how that randomly just happens sometimes. I mean, obviously I'm doing some kind of input, but I'm not exactly sure why. We just got a dime out of, I guess it was glitter bombs. Oh my goodness. Get a Perthro rune as well. Holy moly. Okay, so we are looking for the ultra secret room here.
Soul of Cain.
Figure it's not here. It's got to be north of here. Or not. I guess it doesn't have to be, but... Let's go back into the super secret room and grab the credit card. Should get the Perthro rune as well. Float gets swarmed on by blue spiders. So we did not get a double deal. I'm going to use a Joker card, which is most likely going to take us to an angel deal at this point. So let's get a Perthro. Got the credit card. Actually, we're not going to be able to take a credit card. Lump of coal, I'm going to take that. It's fantastic with C-section. And I think I'm just going to leave the credit card because I don't mind spending HP. Further rune and black rune would be fine. Or credit card. Yeah, let's do credit card. I think credit card and Perthro and Diplopia could set us up for a massive devil deal or even a massive boss rush here. Let's do that. That sounds good. I think that was Acid Baby. I'm not 100% sure, but super greed, super dead. Don't have to worry about a greed fight anymore because, well, already killed him. We have a full card here, but I'm not willing to sacrifice possibly a monster boss rush for this. And we could also just destroy boss rush anyway, especially now that we have Lump of Coal. So swing and a miss all around on these items. We haven't been to the item room. Actually, we don't have to. That's right, because I know that it's Acid Baby. Plenty of keys, more money than we know what to do with. That'd be a nice problem to have. Mom is not gonna be happy. Goes get a Polaroid. The Eucharist, which I mean, Eucharist doesn't matter at this point. Oh, that is a doo-doo boss rush right there. I think what we're gonna do, the plan is going to be to use Diplopia inside the angel deal, and then just double that and then re-roll it. I think that is the smartest play that we could do here. Unless if we get an item pedestal inside the secret room or something, and maybe have a chance for an R key. The reason why I'm bombing through these is because there's just no reason to clear them. Can we? Yes. If it's an easy bomb, then why not, you know? I mean, we're one-tapping pretty much everything here with Revelation. But what doesn't get one-tapped by Revelation gets destroyed by C-section babies. HP. Now we're cooking. Now we're talking. This is the reason why I didn't want to pick up any key pieces as well, because if we do get angel deals, we're able to control the amount of items that we get. So here we go. This is exactly what I wanted. And we're going to Diplopia. Then we're going to use Perthrow. And okay, not the greatest here, but get yeah, I'll take Purgatory, Purgatory, Cliff of Balance, and Dead Dove for Spectral. Sure. Trinity Shield and Jar of Wisps. Why not? Jar of Wisps. I wonder what Jar of Wisps and Book of Virtues. Does that give us double the amount of wisps? Wow, yeah. There's no reason to go south here. Spectral babies. They're my favorite 90s cartoon growing up, by the way. Spectral babies. We shoot through the rocks for you. I don't think it would have worked with Jim Henson. Amazing that I even remember the tune to that show, because I watched it, I think, like once. Our angel deal here, and we get Holy Light. Yeah, we've got a... Now I wish we had the Unicorn Stump. That was one of those mega combos that no one really thought about. So, like 2 years ago, we had that combo. The Spirit... We had the Wisp... The Jar of Wisp plus Unicorn Stump. And we would just run over everything. I mean, we didn't even have to shoot. We would just pop Unicorn Stump and that was it. Kill it. No, we don't have a reroll for it. Super Wrath. We're dead. We just have... It's just wisps on wisps on wisps. Like, we could walk into Isaac and he's going to die instantly. Yeah, maybe not instantly, but it was close to being instant. It was pretty dang close to being instant. But what a run here today. Absolutely stellar start to the month here in September. Oh my goodness. Sure. Oh. Okay now. Hang on now. Hang on now. We're gonna leave the Gerties. Just launching volleys and volleys of babies now. we are absolutely untouchable in this run. It doesn't have the new tag, but it's pretty dang strong. Oh! Okay, okay now. Hang on now. Hang on now. Hang on now. Needs to be a full charge. We got to see how many Gerties we can get now. Get some free charges of Jar of Wisps too, which is hilarious. All right, now, come on now. Come on now. Let's get a swarm of Gerties. Oh! Hang on now. Hang on now. Okay, I don't know where the Jar of Wisps are filled anymore, but hang on now. This is ridiculous. Could be a world record for most little Gerties. Oh God. Some thorium. Yeah, we do that, and then this one might get a new tag on it. Oh, come on. Just one more game. You could have given us one more. Well, we had our fun. We had our run. And man, oh man, was it a good time. So thank you for watching, everybody. What an absolute boss run this was. September continues to roll on. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you click the like button. Leave a comment down below. Have a happy Monday. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Go check out the YouTube or the Twitch Mosh Pit, twitch.tv/Invicta. Don't forget about September, as well as the World of Warcraft Guild. Join our Discord, all that kind of good stuff. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like things pages of mine like Relax01, Flux Callan Cancini, Andrew Fluitt, and Mr. K. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of tonight's episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.